Sweet, more earning divine angels. Just notice if you're vibrating as a divine angel or not. If you have any doubt, let me tell you, just put that doubt aside. Each of us are vibrating with our own energies, and each of us are influencing people around us. Not only people, we are influencing many things around us with the vibrations that we have right now. You agree or disagree, it doesn't really matter. Laws are laws. The law of resonance is a law which talks all about vibrations. And you and I are vibrating entities. And imagine how powerful this vibration is. Just imagine that how powerful the vibration you are. If you are not there inside your body, what happens? The entire vibration with which that body was vibrating a little while ago, it just vanishes. It just turns into something which is of no use anymore. Everything vanishes. Even water is stored in your brain also vanishes. However, they remain active as long as you are inside that body. And that you is just a point of light. Yeah, you are that small. You are as small as a photon. You are infinitesimally small. But you are bubbling with infinite energies. Notice infinitesimally small and infinite energy. That's what who you are. Just think of how powerful you are. When you pick up a little baby, it's easier for you. Try to pick up someone who is as young as you are. You'll find it extremely difficult. Yeah. However, when you stand up, it's nothing. It's just part of your way of being. Did you notice that you are actually carrying a weight of whatever weight you are? And you're carrying that weight wherever you're going. You're not feeling tired about it. That's how powerful you are. You can't carry a same weight easily, however you're carrying yourself. So you are not your hands, you are not your muscles. You are that energy which is driving everything in the body where you're residing. That's how much powerful you are. And the vibrations that are flowing through your body are all created by you. You, that infinitesimally small dot of light. In quantum physics, they call it quark, which is the smallest particle that has been discovered so far. In spiritual language, they call it soul. Whatever it is, you are that. You can think of that how come you are a point of light? Why not something else? Imagine what happens as the sun rises. The atmosphere around you warms up. And how does that happen? Heat cannot travel in vacuum. Heat needs a medium to travel. Yet, sunlight carries heat. How does that happen? So, what's happening is that the energy which is being emitted from sun, it converts into light energy. And that light energy comes to earth. And as it comes to earth, as it hits the earth, it converts into the other forms of energy. That's why you see a different color in the morning sun, a different color in the setting sun. At different parts of the day, different times of the day, this heat that is coming from the sun differs. So light coming on the earth, and that is converting into energy. That's how energy travels in the vacuum. There is nothing in between sun and earth. It's all empty. So there are certain waves which travel through that emptiness. There are radio waves which are being used to control the satellites. So there are certain frequencies which travel in space where there is no other medium. These frequencies travel. Can you imagine how Chandrayaan was being controlled from Earth? It's all resonance. Resonating with the frequencies of the energies which are traveling in the space. So in the space also all around you, there are frequencies which cannot be noticed easily. Scientists are putting their best effort to discover those energy sources, like our feelings. Imagine how fast they travel. You can reach moon within fraction of a second, however far they are, however far it is. So your thoughts, they travel faster than light, much faster beyond imagination. And all this happens because you are vibrating at a certain energy. You're vibrating at a certain frequency. And that's how you and I connect. When our frequencies match within a particular range, that's when we describe ourselves as like-minded people. What is like-minded people? They are the people who are vibrating at a common frequency level to some extent. So like-minded people can be a different community based on the vibration that you are choosing. When it's education, it's different. When it's gossiping, it's different. When it's entertainment, it's different. So like-minded people is a result of like vibrations or like frequencies of vibrations. Like attracts like. Imagine about these WhatsApp groups. What are these? The social media groups. only common factor about these groups are whoever is the member of that group, they're vibrating at that frequency of that group. And you can also feel the frequency when you get inside that group, or when you post anything there, or when you read anything there. You feel those vibrations, though they look like just a digital information, but you feel those vibrations. When you move into any of these WhatsApp group, just immediately notice how you are switching between different frequencies. And there are like-minded people as far as that frequency range is concerned. Did you notice that? How your frequencies change? You must have also noticed that every time you come across some people, your frequencies change accordingly. Some people you really like, some people you don't like, some people you like only some part of it, some people you do not like some part of it. The frequencies which you love, when they are not matching, you don't like. The frequencies that you don't love, when they match, you don't like those. And the frequencies that you love, when they match, you like those. Imagine a public speaker, what he is doing. So he says, a good public speaker says, that I'm talking to the person who is sitting on the same seat where you're right now. What he did, he connected with every person sitting wherever they are. He applied a frequency range to connect with people who are at the same frequency range at that point of time. So when you're sitting in the place where you are sitting, the kind of frequency range that you are experiencing at that point of time, the speaker just connects to that frequency range. That's it. So whether you are sitting with 10 people or 10,000 people, it really doesn't matter. What the speaker did is just create a conscious connection with you. I've talked about this conscious connection earlier also. So when I talk about conscious connection, this is what exactly I mean. That you are creating a conscious connection with somebody by discovering the common frequencies at which you can connect with each other. And when you emit that frequency, the other person gets it. And if that point of time, if that person is also vibrating at the same energies, he or she will connect with you just like a magic. In NLP, we call it rapport. Rapport is all about vibrating at the same frequencies at any given point of time. You are resonating with the other person at the same frequencies at that point of time. That's why the body language is same. That's why the kind of experience you're having at that point of time is almost similar, because the frequencies are similar. At that point of time, the frequency that you are emitting and the frequency that the other person is emitting is exactly the same. That's why you are in rapport. So if we go a little deeper, just think about, say, anchoring in NLP. What does that mean? How the anchor is created. Notice how the anchor is created. You go to a past event, you remember that. For example, let us consider about, say, confidence. So how the anchor of confidence is created, how it works, and rather why it works. Let us look at this. So you are remembering a past event where you were confident. Okay. As you remember that past event, you focus on how much confident you were at that point of time. Now, confidence has a range of frequency. You can be low in confidence, you can be high in confidence, you can be in a zone where you're just feeling confident about it, or you are in a zone where you are feeling super confident about yourself. You are so confident that you can make somebody else confident at that point of time. So there's a range of confidence, of experience of confidence. Okay. Range of frequencies are there. So what you are being invited for, what your coach does, your coach is inviting you to be in that vibration of confidence where you were in that past event. And now the coach is telling you, as you are there, you keep on intensify that. That means you connected to you with that frequency where you were, that frequency, in that frequency range of confidence you were at some point. Now you are being asked to intensify it. What does that mean? That you increase your frequency in that range. Go up, go up, go up, go up, until you reach a point where you think that this is the highest I can go. That is the point the coach is inviting you to create that anchor. And then you are being said that, okay, stay there for another for 5 to 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So you are creating an anchor of confidence at that point, which you can reach at that point of time at its highest, at its peak, within that range of frequencies of confidence. And now you're creating that anchor. Now you're advised to think another event where you felt confidence. You are being asked to go through the same experience. So again, you go to the peak and then you create that anchor or fire that anchor. So this is now grounded a little bit because you have reached at the same point twice with two different situations, with two different events. Now you are being asked to do it third time. And you do it third time, same process. They say now you reach there, now intensify, 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 and fire. So you reach your peak and then you fire. Now imagine, let us consider that there's a range of say 1 to 10. So frequency range is from 1 to 10 as far as confidence is concerned. So your confidence when you got into that past event, probably it was at 3 or 4. Now you are being asked to intensify it at this moment. So you are intensifying, and probably you could reach hardly up to say 8. You cannot go beyond 8. That is the best you can go. Probably you can go up to 7. You may not be able to go beyond 7, but 7 is your highest at that point of time. So when you reach that peak thrice and you create that anchor 3 times, what happens that you fix your level of confidence at that frequency for the rest of your life. That this is your starting point next time whenever you want to experience confidence. And now you are in a new situation where you are noticing that you are not feeling that confident, or probably you are not feeling confident at all. So now you are being asked to fire that anchor. What's happening? When you're firing that anchor, all of a sudden, your confidence shoots and you reach that point of 7 or 8 where you created that anchor. And now, if we look at these beliefs of excellence of NLP, what are they? They are all about making yourself excellent in any area of your life. And it says that you believe that this is your starting point as far as NLP is concerned. You believe that this is true. So if that is so, so what is happening? You are getting into a zone of confidence at that frequency of 7 or 8 where sit that anchor. And now the only choice you have is to make it 10. You cannot go below that. But that's what you have created for yourself. And here comes the question of practicing it. Now, if you don't practice, naturally it will come down because you're not practicing consciously. So what happens when you practice it consciously? You're maintaining a certain, you're maintaining yourself at a certain frequency level on a continuous basis, on a conscious environment, with a conscious connection to that frequency range. And as you keep on practicing it over time, it becomes automatic for you. And then even if you don't fire the anchor physically, you fire it in your consciousness, because it has become a unconscious competence for you now. You have replaced the previous frequency of unconscious competence where you were not able to bring confidence into your life easily. You have replaced that with a conscious, another unconscious competence, which is you are now vibrating at a level of 7 to 8 as far as confidence is concerned. And you can fire that immediately whenever you need it. Now imagine what is happening. When you are vibrating at that frequency of confidence, that is exactly what you are emitting out also in the environment around you. This is what the speaker was talking a while ago. Influence. You start with affluence. Sorry, you start with effluence. Effluence is like, as we talk about effluent plant, waste, like you are putting in the waste, you're throwing the waste out, and that is being treated. So you are, when you're talking about effluent, what we are doing, we are giving out. So now we have started giving out the vibrations, which I don't want. Then I created the anchor. And when I'm firing that anchor, I'm moving into the zone of affluence, which is abundance. And as you move into the zone of affluence, now you start influencing the environment around you. And this is happening with everything in your life. This could be a weak frequency, this could be a strong frequency. With anchoring, if we focus on anchoring, what we are creating is we are resonating ourselves at a higher frequency, at a stronger frequency. And as we are doing that, we are also influence the environment around us at that frequency. Now, everybody around you is also experiencing that. They can also see, oh my God, how confident this guy is. And this is the beauty of the last presupposition of NLP. If someone can do it, anyone can do it. So if this guy can do it, even I can do it. Because that is the frequency that you're emitting out at that point of time. And that is your sphere of influence is vibrating at that frequency at that given point of time. And whoever is coming in the sphere of influence is experiencing that. And that's how you become. You become a symbol, you become proof, you become a possibility of living life in a dynamic new way. That's the power of law of resonance is. I'm talking only at a surface level, by the way. There are three levels of in the structure of communication. There are three levels. The first one being the surface, like whatever I'm saying. Second one is the deep structure, which is my meaning making of my experiences, events that happened in my life, or whatever I've studied, whatever I've learned. And what matters most is the reference structure. Reference structure that I have is all my experiences on this topic over last so many years. Based on that reference structure, I created my own meaning out of it. That's what this instrument above our neck does. It's a meaning making machine. So it creates a meaning out of it. And then whatever I'm talking about is the surface structure. Surface structure is all about my expression about my experience in my own words. And that is what is influencing. That is the only thing with which I can influence you as far as my words are concerned. However, the deep structure where I made all this meaning, where I experienced those vibrations, that is only possible when you are vibrating at that frequency. And then you are starting emitting it. So you know that whatever Pinaki is talking about right now is just his own expression of the experience that he is having. But you are also experiencing something with the words that I'm speaking out. They have their own vibration, they have their own frequencies. It's my projection of my perception. Another in belief of excellence. And whatever I'm projecting, you are perceiving it as your in your own terms, in your with your own frequencies, with your own past experiences. You're just matching with whatever I'm saying. You're matching those vibrations, and whatever you are getting is your deep structure. Whatever I am talking about is all the reference structure for you, because that is the information that you are getting. But the meaning that you're making is your deep structure. And when it matches, then we say that we are like-minded people within that frequency range. That is the only subject to the condition. So, with this new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself now? Think about it. Reset your mindset. Make your life amazing in every possible way, no matter what, whatever it takes. And the only time that you have to do that is from now onwards till the time you are going to bed tonight.